What's up, everybody? Welcome in. Special episode of the Dreamzz Show, featuring, of course, myself, Smok3og, my boy G. Special guest in the building today. We got Mr. Aing, Mr. Aing. What's going on with you, man? Man, pleasure to have you. Appreciate you for blessing the set, man. Thank y'all for tuning in. Make sure you're tapping in, of course, with the Now Legacy Network. Make sure you tapping in with them for all types of great content. They got different shows, interviews, all different types of Black content over at the Now Legacy Network. This, of course, is what we live streaming. Of course, you can catch us every Friday at the Dreamzz Show. Make sure you follow us on the socials at the Dreamzz Show Pod. All one word, man. G, man.
What's up?
Man, you got us with a guest in here. I think you know this brother for a little while now. Go ahead and get the intro going, baby.
Man, this is my guy, man.
About
About a year. That's right, man. This is the first guy that gave us an opportunity to have our brand in the storefront, and I appreciate it a lot for that. This is my guy, Aing. Also, before I go any further, make sure if you're in the Dallas area, go check out RMIR Market and Redbird Mall. Hit him up. All dope, man. So much dope stuff up in there, man. How you doing today, brother?
I'm good, right?
Oh, yeah. Man, we finally got you in here, man. You know, I know you told my boy, like, man, y'all get a spot, man. Y'all hit the other end. But yeah, now we got a spot. What's up? Yes, sir.
It's my element, man.
Yeah.
I love sitting in front of the camera talking good shit.
Yeah.
Got to.
Yeah. How you been, though, man? How everything been? How business?
It's really been cool, man. Starting off the new year in the right way. Got a couple of new brands this year already, so I'm excited to see how that's going to unfold. And I already seeing that they're doing well initially, you know what I'm saying? Of course, our brand has been doing well and will continue to do well.
Yes, sir.
So yeah, man, I'm really mostly excited about this event we got coming up.
Okay.
Hey,
What's the event?
we're gonna do like a mass event with all of the brands that's included in the store. You know, so it's gonna be like this.
So we gonna be in it.
I was about to say, make sure you're looking out for his dreams in that thing.
Oh, shit.
You know,
We gonna be in there.
So,
Okay. Man, so you do music.
yeah.
See, that's what's your so you have an album coming out, right?
Nah, it's out now.
It's out now. What's the name of it?
It's kind of deal.
Okay. What's your favorite track on the album?
I ain't gonna lie to you, man. I made this album with the intention of the full album being single after single.
Okay.
So I be kind of bouncing back and forth between my favorites because they all carry their own mood, their own little feel to them, but they all like radio worthy. So it's like the modes you in on the side of your favorite. You know? But right now, if I just had to pick one, I'd say Answer This.
Okay.
It's a track called Answer This on there. That's one of my favorites.
Okay.
So this is less of a storytelling type of vibe, but this is just more of a every single that you play is gonna make you feel a different type of element, but it's gonna be a smash. You're gonna be turned up.
Yeah, it's all part of music. You know what I'm saying? Club bangers. Some females can dance to, some niggas can dance to, you know.
Now who don't like it?
Yeah, man.
Especially in the age of twerking, man.
It's my funnest project I think I done put out.
Okay. Look out for Bia. So you know Bia's the name of the artist. Was she an inspiration to you? You know,
What's the meaning of Bia, then, man? Let's know what the meaning of Bia is.
So I'm often referred to as other things because sometimes I feel like people just be uncomfortable saying my name.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? So I'm often called like Gold.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Even though like Gold is a part of my name, it's bothersome for me to hear because it's like cat in the hat, right?
Right.
My name is Asshole and Gold. It's
Okay.
something similar to cat in the hat.
Okay.
If you was to approach cat in the hat, would you call him hat? Does that make sense?
I ain't gonna lie, I would be a little off-putted just seeing a 10-foot tall cat, period.
Not right on.
But yeah, I probably.
But it depends on what kind of hat he got.
Yeah.
If the hat make it make sense, it should make it make sense. You know?
Yeah.
But I just don't like people calling me dog, because that's the wrong emphasis on the wrong part of what my name is.
No doubt.
The project is BIA because I would rather you call me asshole than to call me dog. You know what I'm saying?
I was just like to
It's bitch, it's asshole. You know what I'm saying? That's what BIA is saying.
Okay. Bitch is asshole for those that didn't know.
Yeah, man.
That's hard.
Yeah.
You should have made that into a song, man.
It's
I turned
asshole.
to a low-key A&R and shit, man. Hold
It's
on.
one of the songs on there. It's a song on there called It's Asshole.
Listen, I know what I'm talking about.
Yeah, you knew what the truth is.
The man know shit.
Hey, nah, man. So how many songs is on that? I think you said 7 or 8.
It's 7. I wanted it to be 8 songs on here, but one of the songs I'm calling the underrated track is called Gang Like Penny.
Okay.
It's a song I did with an artist out of Houston, man, which is actually where I'm from, even though I'm in Dallas now. I think I'm stuck here.
Man, you know what, bro? Not to cut you off. You do not give me Dallas vibes. You don't. You give me vibes like you from somewhere else.
Yeah.
I always thought that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You do not give me Dallas nigga vibes, man. Nothing against them, but I'm just saying, like, you know, you can tell what people from by how they act. And so
Different type of slang.
yeah, that type of stuff.
You know, before I moved to another area, there was a conversation that we used to have about people in Houston, just like, oh, you can tell when they're from the South Side. Like, yeah, you know, you're from the South. He ain't from this side. You know what I'm saying?
Right. That's how that's where we from. We from Louisiana, man. Why? And you can tell a North Louisiana nigga versus South Louisiana.
Yes.
We North Louisiana niggas.
It's instant.
Yeah, niggas from South Louisiana, they talk like Gates and Boosie,
Yeah.
Wayne and all that shit. We just talk, regular.
They basically say we from like East Texas.
Yeah, that's what they do. They say we in Louisiana, but it's like, I mean, to be honest, like, I go down there, I've been down there from Mardi Gras out this way. I always much rather come.
We got a whole culture created around, you know, just being able to, with all-time roulette at the Good Times Road, you know, that's how we do it.
You know, all the festivals and stuff. But yeah, man, we turn, man. But yeah, man, so to get back on track, what got you into music and like how old did you start?
It was an outlet of expression more so. When I first started doing music, it originally started as poetry and it kind of just stumbled off into a more rhythmic rhyming scheme, you know. So, and just seeing how other people reacted to what I was saying, it gave me that passion to be like, I like this, like I want to get this often as I can. So I started doing more and more music, man. So people gravitated to it in such a way, it was like, why wouldn't I have continued? Like I was at a young age, like making people tear up from my music. So I'm like, dang, if I can get somebody to tear up, like I'm saying something, I'm doing something, you know. So, and I just couldn't put it back down after that, man. And that was when I started that around 13, 14, maybe. Yeah, man. So I've been really doing music for a good minute.
Okay.
Really good minute, man.
What would you say your first song when you was like, okay, hey, fuck you.
Green Holiday.
Green Holiday. So I go look that up. Is it on?
Nah, this song don't even exist no more, man.
You gotta get it on there, man. Get it on some platform.
It was just one of those songs. If I remembered all the lyrics to it, I probably would re-record it, man. But this was a song, like I say, I was really young. I was like 13, 14 years old. It was a song about my dad, you know what I'm saying? And, you know, my dad never had a real relationship, you know, so, and I never really talked about it with anybody, and I ain't never expressed myself in a way that it looked like it affected me. So when I made the song, it was new information to anybody that was near to me, you know what I'm saying? So just having them to be able to understand what I did feel. And then a lot of times when I write music, in my mind, like I can't comprehend how I feel.
Right.
But when I go and I record the music and I play the song back to myself, it's like I'm explaining to myself how I feel sometimes.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Sometimes the emotion will come out through the lyrics, you know what I'm saying? And I grow a better understanding for myself.
Not bad.
That's a lot of time we find with artists, man, is that they're able to express themselves more through their music than anything else. Like you'll see people in different realms, athletes or whatever. They may not be good, necessarily just speakers or whatever out in the public or interviews or anything like that, but they're able to convey a message so much across what they do. Right? That's just a part of them.
And there's a lot of artists that's I feel like it, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. They really are in tune with what they be talking about and just up there singing something into a microphone, you know what I'm saying? Right.
Now I can definitely feel that, man. Being somebody that didn't grow up with my pops, it can make you feel some type of ways, man. It can make you feel like, damn, like what's wrong with me?
Yeah.
Why don't I have, a pops? You see every, a couple of your friends or a lot of your friends, they have their pops doing all this. It can make you kind of, jealous and make you feel, unworthy, I guess you could say. Mm-hmm. But,
I think I was more ignorant to it, man. Like, I didn't really grow up close to nobody else who had their dad either.
Wow. So you ain't really like, this is the norm.
Yeah, like, you know what I'm saying? I didn't know I was missing out on rare moments or, things that I would need to know as a grown boy to become a man, you know what I'm saying? So
I can say that feelings like that didn't hit me till I was like later in life too.
Yeah.
Like when I was growing up, I was raised with my grandma starting off. I didn't even get with my mom till I was like 6 or 7. So that's just like, it was like, to me, it was like, okay, it's always been a woman taking care of me, and it didn't dawn on me to maybe like later teenage years, and I was like, dang, because I didn't learn how to drive till later in life. I'm like, dang, maybe if I had a dad, he probably took me out when I was young, and, sat me on the lap and taught me some stuff,
Like me and my daughter was talking about this yesterday morning, about me sitting her on my lap and kind of drive her a bit. I ain't do it though.
That's his job.
I let my son do it.
Yeah.
When he was around her age. Yeah, he the reason why I ain't gonna let her do it.
So you're not being sexist, but he just learned as a father. He learned
man. Drove the steering wheel and drove it like a video.
You playing that? That time missed when you were a youngster, man. It's nothing like that. Which is why I'm about to be a father soon. So, man, how do you balance this shit, bro? Like you have a lot going on. How do you balance that, and then also having to have balance with your kids and stuff?
It's actually like kind of hard, man. Cause I'm a single father.
Oh man,
so it ain't no female at the house
holding it down.
Cook ain't nobody helping me do no hair. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? So it's just.
He talking to you.
It's just for real, man. It's a serious job. I've been having my daughter since she was 6 months. She's 8 now. You know what I'm saying? My son, I've just been having him for about 2 years.
So you have on sole custody? Yeah. Shout out, bro. So for anybody that think that men can't do this shit, you can do this shit, bro.
I'm gonna have my daughter her whole life. I will tell her no other way.
Yes, sir.
That's awesome. Let's put some things out on the checklist real quick for those that's gonna be inquiring, because they're gonna be coming after you. Kids, no kids? Can they have kids?
I don't know. It depends on. I'm an energy person, man. So I need spirit. Right? I need to meet the person, and then I need to also meet their children. I will not date somebody because of something.
So you don't got no choice.
You know what I'm saying?
No coverage.
Now, I mean, yeah, I ain't gonna. I mean, you know who you know. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm a man at the end of the day too. Yeah, so I'm willing to mold the child. You know what I'm saying? But I also have to be permitted to mold the child as well. You know what I'm saying? So it's about when you dating somebody, it's just certain boundaries. You don't cross the certain kind of boundaries you should be allowed to. You know, so it just depends on the maturity of the person. You know.
But that's murky waters right there.
Yeah, it really is.
That's murky waters. I always been a guy that thought that man, I don't have kids. I'm not really messing. I'm not even trying to, too much mental. They're not the preference. I'll say that. Now, if it's, you know, at the time, if it was a woman that I'm like, okay, she's real though, she's cool, I'll give it a try, even if she had kids. But for the most part, I was just on some stuff like, I don't have no kids, I don't really feel like dealing with no baby daddy. So,
Yeah.
you know, that's kind of how I was coming. You know,
There's a lot of situations you see, and it's like most of the time it's some type of drama. No matter how cool they are or something, at some point, when you're dealing with somebody with kids, it's just more than likely there'll be interaction, or there'll be, you know, maybe even just a scenario of time where they feel like, you know, you were spending too much time with y'all. Anything can come up.
Nah, right on. That's what I say. You gotta. It's a lot of. It really is murky water.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You gotta be dealing with the right person that have to have the right maturity,
Right.
that mindset for sure.
Sure.
I mean, I feel like I could definitely date somebody that was still active with their baby daddy in the way that he was there to be there for the child and whatnot. But he also has to have, like I say, that level of maturity to be able to coincide with.
Yeah. That's the thing, man. And at the end of the day, the most important thing is the children. So as long as they, you know, not around somebody that's abusive or, you know, that means any type of harm, like you said, you trying to pour into them. So
so go ahead. You had something
I
else?
was gonna say, just to be clear, so you got children, you got a daughter and a son. Man, that's awesome, dude. And you say your son is old.
13 and 8.
Okay, legit, man. So you were just talking about kind of getting them motivated and everything. I know they love seeing you, you know, basically call your own shots as being an entrepreneur and you know, kind of showing them and guiding them. Is that kind of what the area that you like them going as well, or?
Yeah. Both of my kids kind of are active in the store. You know, my daughter a little more. She just like she takes satisfaction in helping me in any kind of way, man. So I really do enjoy having her in the store. She calls herself the manager, the store manager.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying? So she and she actually know how to do some stuff, you know, for real. Like she do
Business.
Nah, for sure. So man, you say you from Houston.
I'm not a street person.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? But I grew up in one of the most notorious.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? But I don't idolize that lifestyle. You know what I'm saying? So I wouldn't say.
I'm just talking music. That's all. I'm just talking music. Did you rock with that movement back then, early 2000s, late 90s?
It just depends on the music.
Okay.
And that's what more so what I'm saying. It depends on how the music made me feel. You know, I ain't like a whole bunch of the school songs just because there was a lot of freestyles mostly, but some of the freestyles was Texas. So it just depended on, you know, who was rapping, what they were talking about,
Okay.
who produced it, you know.
Right.
But if we're gonna be real about it, you know what I'm saying? I feel like I heard a lot more of like a lot of DJ school people, you know what I'm saying? Like so so a lot more issues.
Okay.
Yeah.
Who was like one of your favorite artists from Houston? Like all time.
From Houston, you know.
Yeah. Listen, man. We from Natchez, Louisiana. That's in North Louisiana, about an hour south of Shreveport. I don't know how Houston music got so big where we from, but I swear it was like we wasn't listening to we weren't really listening to like the Hot Boys and all of that back then. We was listening to Lil Flip, Lil Pole, Kiki, all those guys.
Yeah.
I don't know how, bro, but it was like that was a movement, man. I remember 03, 04, like they went mainstream, like a lot of those guys, Lil Flip, Chamillionaire. I'm just like, bro, how they were supposed to have a run like these Atlanta guys had. As many of them as it was, it's like, bro, how do y'all not have a run like that?
I don't know. I feel like in Houston, the politics was just out, you know. And then
You got over there.
You gotta pay like the way in the music business, bro.
I heard.
You know what I'm saying? So if you ain't got the financial capability to sustain your career, and
You know somebody.
it's relationships, man. So you gotta politic, you gotta get those relationships, and then you gotta also have a couple dollars to fund, you know, or either to rub some shoulders, motivate some people that you don't fuck with to do some things for you.
Dang,
You know what I'm saying? That was my biggest drive. You know, I had to stop doing music for a little bit, man.
Okay.
So this is my like comeback project.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
is that a part of why you stopped?
Politics, man. You know, but also in learning that I had to do a lot of politics, I also manipulated the system. You know, I grew some of the right relationships, and I learned some of the right traits, and you know, trades or whatnot. So now I can kind of do most of what I need to do myself,
Right.
and then I can kind of outsource what I can't do. And then after I've done that, which is where I'm at now with releasing my project, now it's time to fund my work.
Yeah.
So now it's doing interviews and doing shows, traveling, working with different people and whatnot.
Right.
But they take a budget, you know, moving around. And being that I would be moving around, they take me out of the store as well, you know what I'm saying? So I have to be real particular with how I operate just so that all of these things can function and none of them fall apart. You know what I'm saying? So being an artist, being an entrepreneur, and being a father, like it really do take some balance, man.
That's a lot. That's a lot. So about the store, how did the store come about? How did RMIR market? RMIR, I'm sorry, that's what I was saying at first. RMIR market. How did that come about, bro?
So I started RMIR in 2007.
Okay.
You know, so
Now, just give me your history of what we've been learning. I'm assuming that's an acronym. So.
Right.
it was at a point in time.
Okay.
So now it's took on its own identity now.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So RMIR
It
is
is the brand itself.
You
You got actual RMIR clothing now.
right on.
Okay.
So 07, I originally started the brand, and it was based on the original acronym was Rob Me, I'm Rich.
This hit me going on that.
The shirt like really set fire to the whole north side.
Yeah.
Everybody was wearing these shirts. And I think I got jealous because it became more popular than me as an artist.
Ah, man.
You know, a little bit of that.
Yeah.
And then also people wanted it to be like a hood shirt. And I wanted it to be more like a Scrooge McDuck kind of thing. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like the irony of what it says is supposed to be like funny in a way, you know.
They wanted to keep you in the streetwear, urban wear type shit. You wanted to be
And I,
big.
well, now at the time, I had no aspiration of anything more than just that phrase on the shirt. I had just came up with the idea of wanting some money.
Okay.
You know, but over time, man, I sold buku with these shirts and I got it at once. And I used that to kind of fund what I was doing in music or whatnot.
Okay.
But I dove deeper into music with that money, and I got all the way out of the clothing, this whole t-shirt thing. And I stopped doing it for like 10 years. So when I got down here to Dallas, I ended up releasing some merch with one of my projects that we used. And people was just real excited about the merch. And they're just like, man, you look like you got some designer skills, man. It's like some dope designers. So I was like, well, shit, I used to have a brand,
Yeah.
but it's a whole, it's a
movement now, bro.
It's real.
So that's extra skill that you had in there, being able to sketch and put those ideas on paper, man.
Yeah, I was doing a lot of tracing stuff when I was younger, which kind of just muscle memory helped me learn how to kind of freehand draw some lines.
Certain detail.
Yeah. And my older cousin was like the world to me, man. And he was like, he could draw your hand and you can hold your hand next to the hand he drew and you would be like, damn, which one is my hand?
Wow.
Like he could draw. Like, That kind of inspired me to kind of pick it up. I never got that good at all. I aspire to one day. That's it, you know.
Man, that's like a plus, like what you have in the clothing brand, like, because like you said with the rap game, you learn different things, different parts of the trade, to where a lot of the shit you can do on your own. Shit that you still can't do, you can outsource for it. But that's kind of what I'm learning, what we're learning, like, okay, if it's something that we can pick up on, learn how to do, that's something we ain't got to spend money on.
Right.
You know, some of the drops that we had, I didn't have to pay for a little bit because I kind of finessed it and did my own little thing about it. You know what I'm saying? So I think that's very, very important, man. For anybody that's coming up with a clothing brand or anything like that, man, learn the tricks of your trade. It can be rapping or whatever you do. Learn the tricks of your trade, man.
Learn the new words all the time.
You gotta stay learning.
Originally, I didn't know how to use the Cricut Maker. You know, I didn't know how to work the programs.
Right.
I mean, now I got a heat press, I got a hat press, I have my own Cricut Maker. I got different programs and different apps that I'm using.
Right.
Trying new things. I go to like the vinyl manufacturers and whatnot, and they kind of tell you a loose description on how to work with these materials and whatnot. And it's certain stuff that they didn't know could be done that I came back up there like,
Yeah.
You can do this. And I was like, how you
Show
do
them
that?
something, man.
Yeah, I'm with it now.
Yeah. Nah, that's
I'm
what
just growing what I can do, baby.
That's what it's about. So you've been in business how long?
In RMIR.
I had a guy at a pop-up one time. He was in a loft similar to this downtown Dallas. He was like, man, you know, this was last year. Yeah. And I was like, man, give me any advice, man. You've been having your business going for a while. The guy that had since, like he had like what are those things?
I need to find him.
Keith guy.
Yeah,
bro.
that's his name.
Keith
I need to find him.
He gave me some advice. He was like, man, if you can last 3 years,
Yeah.
you can do it. If you can last 3 years without, going too deep in your pockets behind it, of course, seeing some profit, you can do it long term.
For sure.
I also got a partner as well.
Okay.
So that do help a lot. Yeah, my partner is a bigger part of it than me.
Yeah.
In a lot of senses.
So you say you've been at a solidified location for 3 years, but you say you started around back in 07, basically.
Right.
So let's make note of that. 2024, 16, around 2021, he got started. I mean, let's keep noting. You got to put that foot to the fire and grind it out for a while, and then you'll see those fruits of the labor.
I hit a lot of wild.
I was about to say, what was kind of like one of those points where you didn't know quite if you was gonna stick with it because it got like really tough to keep it going?
Let's see, the most recent time was
Sometimes it was like that.
Yeah.
It's like that.
so taking any kind of major financial loss kind of make you question what you're doing.
For sure.
It could be designs not going right. Sometimes creatively, I want to do things differently in a way that I can't actively produce myself. You know what I'm saying? So my aspirations be bigger than my capability. And sometimes that deters me, but that's when I start saying, quit being proud and outsource what you can't do. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Give us an example of what you're talking about.
So originally, I was drawing every one of my images and scanning them, getting color added, whatnot. But I want certain designs to be a lot more detailed than I'm capable of drawing. So I do what I can do, and then I find an artist capable of doing what I can.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And it's still my thought process. It's still my design. You know what I'm saying? But sometimes I have to accept that helping hand. But I when it comes down to drawing, I try to make sure like I at least put the skeleton there, and then they kind of just cleaning up what I've done. So that way it ain't like they creating what I want.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like it's still my idea.
Right. You just lay the foundation. They add a little finishing touches that you can't do.
Right.
Okay.
Even like the location in itself, winners is hard. Winners is hard, man. You'll think that shopping picks up around Christmas, but it decreases a lot. You know what I'm saying? Sales decrease a lot, so you have to be able to float between like November to February.
I think it's really so much competition out there at that time. Everybody knows, like, okay, this is what people are looking for. Or people might have already done that shopping.
A lot of times, Christmas, people telling you what they want. You know what I'm saying? So if they ain't told you a middle market, you gotta. That's why it's important to stay in the game as long as you can, because that's how people get to know you.
Get your name out there.
Yeah, it's like, well, that's been there. That's something familiar. I got a lot of customers now that just come back because they can't find stuff they want to have. You know what I'm saying? Or they just really want something that's unique, man. Like, I got 41 local brands now. You know what I'm saying? So out of 41 different mind frames, everybody got their own opinion on style or swag or however they see fashion. You know what I'm saying? So you got all these different variations of how you can walk out your house fresh. You know what I'm saying?
And it'd be, like you said, something that you ain't gonna see 2 or 3 other people rocking.
Now you could go and put on a lot of this stuff that drop on a Saturday or on a release date, you know what I'm saying, and look nice in it.
Yeah.
But I guarantee you, if you go somewhere that's heavily populated with our culture of people, it's gonna be 8 more people with those pants or those shoes or that hat or that, you know what I'm saying? But if you come to the real market,
right.
If you come to the real market, again, you might see now our brand's getting popular.
No.
You might see somebody.
That's the goal.
If you're the
That's the goal, man. That's the goal.
Yeah. But for the most part, even if you do see somebody else with the brand on, you're gonna see, oh, I got on this, he got on that.
Right.
But you know where it come from too.
And
you got that from
the
markets. I know where you got that from.
I know, and I do know people who know each other through that situation.
Yeah.
Like, man, that's a real market. I just wanted to do that.
Okay.
Yeah. It's just like shout out to Guilty Genius.
Yeah.
You got this brand pop up that I was just telling you about. That's where we met Homie. Real cool dude. Real for real.
And he was one of the first 5 brands or so.
Yeah. Bro, when we came to put our brand in there, I think he was maybe at 25, 26. We had 41 now in less than a year.
Man.
How does that feel, bro? Like everybody rocking with having their brand and trusting you to have their brand in your store.
It's fulfilling to me because the amount of time it's been and growing to the number of brands that it has, and it's been going smooth, like for the most part, in that aspect of things. Right. So my ultimate goal, man, is to be like not only like a Target in the aspect of having a lot of brands hosted there, but it'd be like a black Target, but also in the sense of size. Yeah. Like one day I want a really big RMIR market. Right. It's sections of maybe even local or smaller brands of electronics or toys. So a really big space where everybody have an opportunity to present themselves to the market. You know what I'm saying? It's our market, man. It's our market.
That's it, and it's another story. Like I remember when I think you reached out to me, and I was like, you want to have people reach out to you on Instagram. You like, you give them the side. I was talking to my girl about it, and came, walked in, and hollered. Like you made me feel comfortable. Like okay, there's somebody that I feel like she's gonna handle business the right way. And I was like, I'll trust him with my brand and trust that do the right things, sports on the business side. And man, we've been rocking almost a year now. I haven't had any problems, bro. So, and it's another outlet that we don't have. That okay, our stuff is selling over there and it's selling over here. So, man, I'm very appreciative. We very appreciative of you even having us in the store, man.
I'd be just as appreciative as the brands be, bro. Because without y'all, it's not RMIR Market, it's just RMIR Clothing.
Not that.
Even though my brand does well, right? And I do have a lot of return customers for my brand. I mean, some people might not like my sauce. You know, my style ain't for everybody. Right? A lot of my stuff, I have on some safe RMIR today. This is more safe. Like camo, I feel like a large amount of people wear camo. You know what I'm saying?
You should have brought the sauce out, man.
I RMIR when
he got some stuff.
It's crazy, you know. And I done got to the point now where I found out, I learned from a lot of these situations, and I found out shopper experience. You have to put yourself in their shoes as well. You know, people walk into RMIR Market, whether it's my brand or another local brand in the store, a lot of people buy Nike and Polo and whatnot because they're comfortable with those names. They've seen them enough. They've seen enough people represent or be fond of it. So when they come in our store, these are unfamiliar brands. These are things they're not comfortable with. So a lot of people don't even know how to wear this stuff. You know what I'm saying? So what I took from that is, oh, you don't know how to wear it. Well, now I'm going to start making things. I used to make outfits, like, you know, sweats, the hoodie, you know, and that's a set. But now I do stuff like I make some pants that don't go with anything, and then a couple weeks later I might make a shirt, but that shirt don't mesh well with these pants. Right. Now I kind of group those things together. So it's like, oh, now I see how I can wear this. You know what I'm saying? Because a lot of people be like, I would wear that, but I don't know how to style it.
What shirt I'm gonna wear?
I'm gonna make the whole, and it don't even have to be just my brand when I do that. Like I put other people's brands and stuff together, and it's like, oh, it's a whole little section where I can just look for my size. It's the small outfits, there's the medium outfits, there's the bug, you know what I'm saying? So yeah, and now we got the plus size rack.
Oh,
man, from 2X to 6X.
It's like, man, I can't find nothing that look decent in my size, man. Like, you gotta basically look like a tablecloth or something.
Yeah, I get that a lot. The women too, they always want to say, I want to dress us up like clowns if we got a section like, but I will, and we don't call our section nothing that's a trigger for big people. All the shirts that's gonna have your titties out. Oh man. Titty shirt right? Very popular, right?
Yeah, no, man. I think it's just important to make sure you're hitting all marks, especially if you have a storefront. Yeah. You want everybody to come.
Yeah, man. I opened with the intent of, I used to get addressed a lot for what I had on. Like, you know what I'm saying? Whether people knew me or not, it was just like, dang, bro, you be fresh. You dress well, or I admire this piece or that piece. So when I open the store, I'm thinking of it as an extension of my closet. You know what I'm saying? Let me pick the pieces that I would wear that I feel like are dope. You know what I'm saying? And put them in here, but not in my size, so I ain't gotta try to steal them. You know.
As far as having a clothing brand, that's something I'm gonna ask you because I go through the same shit, bro. How do you feel about that? Because some people will say it's best to basically figure out what the consumer wants or what audience you're trying to market your clothing to versus just picking the shit that you like to wear. I struggle with this. You know what I'm saying?
I feel like I was blessed in that area of being able to find common ground because the things that I like might be risky sometimes, but I know how to put the outfits together. You know what I'm saying? So I'm not really missing whenever I do what I like because I know how to make it look good, in my opinion. You know what I'm saying? So, and then also, I overproduce. Like, if it's something that I feel like is not necessarily what everybody likes, but it's just a cool idea to me, I'll still create that because it might be a market for somebody else. Like, somebody else might like that. You know what I'm saying? And I test everything. You know, I put it out there for a couple days. don't get no bites, it end up being a free gift to somebody. You know what I'm saying? So that's another way of marketing myself. You know, I'm hitting up people all the time. Have you heard of RMIR? Oh, you haven't? I'm just gonna go ahead and send you a T-shirt. Like, you know what I'm saying? Now I done bought a follower with a T-shirt. You know what I'm saying? And I also ain't wasting my product.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I got that business model in part from David Nate.
Okay.
When he first started his company, he used the model of making 100% of the items, but giving 50% away to socialites for free. And all of the people that he knew that he felt like would get somebody else to wear it, he gave it to them 50% of it free, like the whole free. But the other 50% he sold for the price he wanted. You know, and they ain't cheap.
I ain't never been cheap. I ain't never known to be cheap.
Yeah, so he had a knockout. That shit, if you wanted to bathe in that jacket, it was $600. It was $1,000. It was, you know what I'm saying?
You say that again? Like the beginning about baby day?
Oh yeah. Yes. Like from
the beginning.
Like,
The idea.
So yeah, his whole concept was taking 100% of what he produced and using both sides to reach his ultimate goal, which was becoming the biggest brand that was in streetwear. So he would give 50% of what he produced to socialites, basketball players, rappers, actors, entertainers, and whatnot. Then he would sell the other 50% of what he had at market value. You know what I'm saying? So he gave the full amount of what he wanted, and he also is encouraging new sales with the other people who are not socialites and whatnot, but just want to aspire to be. You know what I'm saying? Because they see these people doing it, and that's what they're moving in. So they feel like they got to move in there.
Basically using them as ambassadors. Right. That's all that it is.
I look at everybody like that.
That's all it is. Anytime you got my shit on, you're an ambassador. Right. Whether you know it or not.
That's why I'm trying to make sure that the person is happy with what they have. Because the more excited you are about it, the more you're willing to talk about it, spread it out, even put more people on it. You know what I'm saying?
For sure. No doubt.
Now, y'all still some
Pictures. I know how to kick things too, man.
people get it misconstrued. That's a lot of what it is. It is just being able to recognize, where you can get certain deals, who's trying to go, and things of that nature when you're moving and trying to,
You got to politic in any situation in life, man. Politics is so embedded into any structure of anything. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, man.
especially in America.
You got you, man. That's a part of the business, man. Like
We living in the business. America ain't even the country.
Right.
It's the business.
man.
You know what I'm saying?
Man, you think about it, we really don't own shit, bro.
Mm-hmm.
We don't own anything. We don't own nothing.
Not even your kids when they go to school.
You don't own them.
That's why I want to get my kids out of school going to school. But I know I ain't got the time for homeschool.
Yeah.
I'm not homeschool. Homeschool.
Yeah. Nah, man,
You got a point when you say that though. It's like anything that you put your name on, anything like that, even if it's like ownership papers, it's still a loophole in there where it's like, yeah, but if you don't take care of this tax or whatever, we come and get it.
You can buy a house cash. If you don't pay property taxes, bro, you're taking that shit.
Yeah.
Your car that you pay for in cash. You don't pay the insurance on it, you can't drive it, or you get a ticket. If it's nothing land, you don't pay the taxes, they taking it. We don't own nothing up there. We don't own anything up there. You have that false sense of ownership if you want to. Don't pay the taxes or the insurance.
That's the dream that they sell.
That's what they say.
Right. Yeah. Make it look like you happy, make you feel like you happy. But in reality, it's just this veil of, you know what I'm saying, just falsehood.
It's a smoke screen.
Yeah, come on, man.
It's a smoke screen, man. That's all it is.
No, that's something.
Real talk, man. Bro, we appreciate you coming through today, man. Listen, bro. Y'all let me know. Like, I appreciate you, bro. Let the people know what you got coming up next, man.
Man, I'm pushing to get us to a good 100 brands in the store.
Hey.
So,
Halfway there.
yeah, almost halfway there, man. I feel like we got like a good 3 brands or so coming in next week or 2. So I ain't even anticipated to be so soon. But coming up, man, like I said, we got this event April 13th. It's gonna be a mega event. It's pretty much meeting of brands, you know, meeting of artists, socialites, you know, anybody who is trying to rub shoulders and see how they could be a benefit to somebody or how that person could be a benefit to them, man. So that, like I said, that's April 13th. To get in contact with us or to find us, we are at RMIR Market. That's RMIR Market on Instagram, and you can find us on Facebook like that as well. My personal Instagram is AING of Aing, FANGGANG. Yeah, man.
Shout out, man. Appreciate y'all again, man. Appreciate you, Aing, for stopping by, man. It's good to have you on set of the Rich Dreamzz Show. Make sure you tapping in with us. You can find us at RMIR Market as well. So make sure you follow it at RichDreamzz_apparel so you can stay in tune with the new drops. Let us know what you can be shopping at RMIR Market for. Make sure you follow the show at Rich Dreamzz Show Pod as well, and make sure you follow in the Rich Dreamzz Universe. And of course, we want to say appreciate to the Now Legacy Network for putting this on as well. Make sure you follow them. Of course.
Hey, wait, what you got? Make sure you follow me on Twitch. I know I be getting my ass whooped on mad sometimes. I'm trying to get the Twitch up. Just follow me, man. I'm on now, and I'll show you when I get mad. I don't try to hide it. I'm on webcam. I'm on all that, man. You can hear everything. You hear my dog barking in the background, all this shit. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, man. And Young Phase 1. That's 2 Z's at the end of Phase. Yes, sir.
Anytime. And of course, catch the clips on YouTube as well. All one word at Rich Dreamzz TV. For G, Aing, I am Smok3og. Reminding y'all, don't sleep on your dreams. It's the Rich